Meteorologist Jeremy Lawan joins us in the backyard. Jeremy, with these freezing temperatures headed our way, or continuing to be in our area, it's got me shivering in here.
I know, Jack. It's a good thing that you do the news in there. At some point, with temperatures expected to be well below the freezing mark for such a long period of time, maybe we should just bring weather inside. No, I'm just kidding. We have to keep it outside. That's part of our brand here at WNEP, and no matter what the temperature is here, I'm out in the backyard because you're out in your backyards and front yards and out doing work in this same type of weather. So here I am with you, and temperatures are still going to be cold enough that you have to bundle up and put on every single layer you possibly can, because tomorrow we have that weather impact alert in effect once again. As temperatures expected to be down to the single digits, and we're going to be there now probably several days next week too, but tomorrow morning will be the last in a very long stretch of single-digit temperatures, and the feels-like temperature will be much colder as a result of the winds that we're expecting to see tomorrow. Now, there's your temperature history over the last 13 days. Just one single day have we had temperatures above average over the last 13, and the last 7 in a row have been strongly below average, 10, 15, 20 degrees below average, only topping out in the teens. Now, today, you can add another one to that sequence. 16 was the high in Scranton, so that makes it an 8-day stretch here in Scranton with temperatures below 20. We hit 20 in Williamsport, 18 was the high for Selinsgrove, 13 for Mount Pocono. And this cold stretch, folks, is historic. We have now the third place in this listing of longest cold stretches in Scranton history, and those records go back to the early 1900s. Now it's an 8-day stretch of temperatures less than 20 degrees. Two longer stretches that we've had in Scranton history, one in 1961 and one in 1979. Both of those lasted 10 days long with temperatures below the 20-degree mark. Now, tomorrow we might add another day, might make it 9 days, might hit 20, depends. And some spots will only be in the teens. But even if we do hit 9 days, we will not make it 10 and tie the top spot, because we'll likely be above the 20-degree mark on Monday. There's a live view in Scranton. We've got the snow still sticking around across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Of course, we got nearly a foot, and in some spots we did get a foot over the weekend on Sunday, and a lot of it's still here. Hardly any melting because temperatures have been in the teens. We're at 13 right now here in the backyard with north-northeast winds at 12, feeling like -1 degrees. There are your temperatures across the board. We're in the single digits in Tafton and Chehola, 7 in Thornhurst, same for Lake Harmony and Bear Creek Township 2. 4 in Mansfield, still in the teens for Schuylkill County. And when you factor in the winds, although they're not super strong, a 12-mile-per-hour wind in Scranton, making it feel, as I said, like -1. Mount Pocono now feeling like -8. Dushore feeling like -2. Now, the winds are going to ramp up tomorrow afternoon, and that's why we have that wind advisory in effect for both Carbon and Monroe counties, where wind gusts could exceed 40, even 50 miles per hour. And as a result, those wind chills are going to be 10, 15, even 20 degrees below zero. So there's a cold weather advisory in effect for another night into tomorrow morning. And look at how far south the cold extends. There are freeze warnings in effect for almost all of Florida, for Georgia, for Alabama, Louisiana, New Orleans under a freeze warning right now. And of course, that winter storm warning for the mid-Atlantic states, where they're bracing for possibly a foot of snow in some parts of South and North Carolina. So that cold extends all the way down towards the Gulf shores. And I want to zoom in tight right now on South Carolina, because it's not often that you get to say there is a ripping snow squall over Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. And they're getting snow right now in Charleston, too. And it's going to continue as this cyclone, you heard it in the story before the break, it's going to bomb out. You might hear it all over social media, bomb cyclone. It's a meteorological term, meaning that it intensifies very quickly. It drops 24 millibars in 24 hours. Millibars are a measure of pressure. So you can determine that by the isobars, or concentric lines of equal pressure. Look at how spaced out they are, and then over the next 12 hours, they get really concentric. That indicates an increase in pressure. And that's going to happen as it goes up towards the north and east. It'll bring in this really strong northeasterly wind in northeastern Pennsylvania tomorrow as it passes by us. But we're not going to see any snow. It just grazes Cape Cod with a potential 3 to 6 inch snow event. Maybe a little bit more for Nantucket since it's closer to that low pressure system as it passes by. We have the weather impact alert in effect for tonight into tomorrow morning, with temperatures expected once again to be near zero. It's a little warmer from Monday through most of next week, Jack, but I have to point out and stress to our folks that are watching, yes, it's a little bit of a warm-up. It's better than what we've had for the past 7 days, but it's still below freezing, so the snow is not going anywhere.
An important message to get out, Jeremy. Thank you very much.